Bro, I'm still sad. I'm still sad about what happened to Oscar, bro. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who this be, it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're gonna be talking about On My Block season 4. First and foremost, we're gonna actually watch the last episode of season 4 together. You know, give my live reaction to the last episode, and then we're gonna do a little review right after it. You know, to summarize the whole 4 seasons. You know, the whole character. You know, core 4. So anyway, let's get right into this video. Peace. We here. Now, Caesar did Monse dirty with that a little bit. Like, you're like, you know, what are you thinking about? Why is your heart racing so fast? But you already knew you were going to prom with Vera. Like, hello? And you let her kiss you, and you kissed her back, but you knew you were going to prom with somebody else. So you made myself like a fool.
Hey, you got this, man. Don't overthink it. It's over, under.
Bro, I'm still sad.
Come on.
I'm still sad about what happened to Oscar, bro.
Come on.
I'm gonna be reviewing this.
Over. Under. Hey. None of that shit. Focus.
Bro, I'm still sad.
Everything you tried to tell me. I heard. I listened. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna make you proud.
You already have.
My purpose will help me find the right journey, which will lead me to the destination.
No. Purpose comes after the destination. Your purpose is the point of the journey, not the motivation for it. Purpose can be a mystery your whole
Abuelita be
life.
spitting facts.
Sometimes it isn't.
She's spitting some facts right now.
Like I said, you don't go looking for your
purpose finds you. Yep.
Your purpose finds you. The way you found me.
Man. Abuelita's and Jamal's relationship
And your
is really
precious gift
wholesome.
have given me a reason to live. To keep me fighting in the face of death. But, and I wanted to outlive my evil twin sister.
So, my purpose might be a person?
Or the doll which these might fit.
Jesus, I thought Rona had more common sense. She's acting like it actually means something. And you're nice, just keep it cool.
Playing it low-key.
Don't be an asshole.
And this year's prom king is Ruby Martinez.
Congratulations, Fiennes.
Now, Ruby, what did you just say?
Did you rig this?
No.
Holy shit! I won! I'm the king! I'm the motherfucking
Now, dude, what did you just say?
Wait a minute. Why are you so excited?
I voted for him.
It's now time for the prom king and...
Eyebrows be damned. This is the best night of my life. He pushed me off the stage, his little self. His little fucking...
What's going on?
She's gone.
Not Abuelita.
She who?
Abuelita.
What? What do you mean she's gone?
It was peaceful. After you left for prom.
Oh man, not Abuelita.
Abuelita's dead?
It's okay, mijo. Let it out.
Okay, where's Ruby's brother? Like, hello?
Won't have his moment.
It's a map. She made us a map.
A map to what? What?
The money. The roller money.
I'm just gonna volunteer now. I think I should take lead on this.
Wait.
No.
What do you
Is
mean?
this Roller World again?
Yes, it's Roller World
I have to go to
again. What else
college.
would
I
it be?
can't do this.
Well, you can go to college.
Blah blah. It's like the world don't exist. They can
Well,
find
that was it. That's the end of On My Block with Monte, Caesar, Ruby, and Jamal. Okay, so that was On My Block season 4. We watched the last episode together. It was a nice little tidy up, roll up, wrap up to the thing. But let's just get into the season, because the season started off like, what was the start to this? Okay, let's talk about On My Block season 4. Let's get into it. Now, first of all, they started off all of them not being friends. Jamal had this kind of one-sided beef with Monse. Ruby and Jamal going at each other. Caesar trying to play hard, trying to be gang leader, all that jazz. And, we obviously noticed that there was a change in Diego's voice, Caesar's voice, because I was just like, is that his hard talk voice? Like, okay, when is it going to switch up? Because, Oscar, or Spooky's voice, he had like a little change in his voice when he used to be the gang leader. But now when he's just Oscar and, he's, about to be a father, he just sounds like a, regular, like, I guess like the regular actor how he sounds like. But I was like, okay, Diego obviously has a deeper voice, so now Caesar's sounding deeper. So Caesar acting hard, acting tough. I'm like, Oscar trying to help him out, trying to tell him, like, after they found Cuchillo's body, Oscar trying to help him out, be like, watch your back, because things, if once they find out Cuchillo's dead, everything's about to, pop off. So, with that being said, Oscar is trying to help him out, let him know that he's going to Portland, you can come with him, all you had to do was just come, stop trying to be a gang leader, and go. He don't want to listen, if every time Oscar tried to help, he won't want to listen. Oh my gosh. So then, we got this one-sided beef with Jamal. Finally, Monse shows up, I think in the 3rd or 4th episode. I was like, when is Monse going to show up? She finally shows up, and then, she's hanging out with Jasmine. And then Vero somehow has some beef, one-sided beef, again, as I say, with Monse. Like, Monse don't know who you are, but you about to step to Monse just because Monse is Monse, and she was the ex-girlfriend of Caesar. So you about to step to her in a grocery store because oh, that's Monse. Like, why were you so insecure, about yourself. If you're with Caesar now, why are you upset with her? Like, be upset with Caesar. Like, hello? Like, you over here about to step to her and Monte's like, I'm not scared of you. Anyway, let's fast forward. They scared about the Cuchillos thing, because things are getting set off. And, they have the whole plan to say that they were out in the woods looking for Bigfoot. So, they can't connect the two and two together. So, once again, that's what they did. Now, I was like, first episode when Oscar was like, you should call your friends, you should call Monse to Caesar. Caesar's like, I don't have Monte's number. I'm like, bro, he went to jail for a couple of minutes or whatever. And the first number he calls was a Monse. And you're in the jail cell. You're at jail. And that's your first and only call you can make. And it was to Monse, but I thought you didn't have her number though. I thought she didn't have her number. I was like, yeah. And then Caesar tried to play it off when the 19th Street people come to rob him of his money. He, when the gun was pointed at Vero, he was about to let Vero get that bullet though. He didn't care about Vero like that. Now if it was Monse, he about to be jumping in front of the gun for Monse. But Vero was right. She was like, you're about to let me get your bullet for you. So, and now it is Caesar's fault that Oscar is gone. I know we're not trying to blame people, but if Caesar would have listened to Oscar from the jump, to at least watch her back, Oscar wouldn't have been out there. Oscar was already going to Portland. He stopped to chat to Caesar, and he finally gets out the house. Like, when I see that happen, it was just so sad because finally Caesar listens to Oscar. Finally. And as soon as that happens, he gets shot down. Like, that was the saddest thing, bro. Very sad. Like, and the fact that Oscar, he didn't just get jumped out of the gang for himself. He got jumped out of the gang for Caesar too. Like, he was always watching out for Caesar, man. Like, it's really sad. Like, when you think about it, basically raised Caesar, had to provide for Caesar, even though it was a very hard life, and he got almost beat down to death for both himself and Caesar to get out of the gang, so they can have a new life. And Caesar want to be hard. Caesar want to be like, I'm a gang leader. And then I was just messed up. When they found out who Little Ricky was, I was just like, oh, when he said he was Ricky Galindo, I was like, oh, that's Little Ricky. I was like, okay. Now, I don't think they got the killer. I'm not sure if they ever got the killer who shot Oscar. It's been obviously almost half a year since that time happened, so we don't know. Now let's get to Abuelita. Abuelita, her passing was sad too, and it was nice that, she dropped gems, she dropped some life, what's it called, lessons to Jamal and Ruby and to basically everybody before she went. So, and she was sick, but it was real sad. Like, the fact that we lost Oscar and Abuelita. Now, Monse and Caesar, it was very obvious because it was not one time that Caesar showed interest in Monse or knew that Monse was, was the one for him. When he wanted someone to call, and anytime if there was a trouble, Monse was the first person that he would call. Monse, the first person he called. The way that he did Vero, bro, bruh, that was messed up. And then Vero comes in, he's like, I'm sorry that I made you feel bad. And she's like, do you regret it? And he didn't say nothing. He's like, nah. He's like, nah, I don't regret it. Like, dude, did not care. I mean, he might have said that, but he really cared about Monse. Now, I do like the little aspect that they had the flashbacks from, to see different things that was going on, Now, the one-sided beef of Jamal and Monse, I mean, I understand that it seems very coincidental and, seems a little fishy and suspect that she would say that she was just talking about her teacher, when that was going on and when that was happening. But, you got to give her time to explain herself. And she did, she said what she said, before you had the time to discuss it. But I understand, since it was a butt dial, you basically was like, oh, that's how she feel about me? Oh, okay. But I'm just like, I guess it was better for him to, like, actually hear Monse out, especially since that's your day one. If that's your day one, you should at least give her a chance to explain yourself. So he had this one-sided beef with Monse for like half the season, and then that one-sided beef turned into he actually likes Monse, and finally it went to something else. It was like, yeah, never mind, because I was like, hello. But obviously, it looks like Monse and Caesar are always going to be a thing. I mean, it's always gonna be a thing. So yeah, but that was a nice little wrap up. I guess they're gonna go on a hunt to find the rollover money. But it's like it's always a thing to like they always need like some type of what's the word? Some type of mission, some type of like activity that they can all contribute to and all think about and like to be together. Like, even though they didn't really highlight that, but helping Caesar with his education so he can graduate high school, that was like a mission that they all tied in together. Finding the rollover money was for all putting their hands on deck to try to find the thing. So they that's why Abuelita did the whole mission, the whole little ransom note type thing, because once they all get the message or all get the thing, they all would contact each other and talk about it. So she had the right idea about it. But anyway, it was a decent season. The ending with the 4 kids, I don't think there needs to be a spin-off of On My Block. If anything, if they wanted to continue it on into college, sure. But how you gonna just have all they did was mixed up was that instead of was 3 guys and 1 girl, now it's just 3 girls and 1 guy. But I'm like, hello? Jasmine, her character was annoying, but I'm glad that, Monse helped her out with the self-love, caring about yourself more, because she was very much all about Ruby, but it was really sad that, her aunt and I guess her uncle was like leaving her to go to Dallas, which means there was no one to take care of her father. So basically that load would have to fall on her. So basically she can't go to college, even though she has a full scholarship to go to Berkeley. She can't go because there's no one to take care of her father. And I'm not sure if he can't move from California to Dallas with the aunt and uncle, but I mean it would have been nice if they could try to like at least try to compromise, instead of just like leaving the load just on Jasmine to, I guess, take care of the father. But it is what it is. It was sad, but that is life sometimes. Monse, she's going to Wesley, and she's taking a year off, and she's gonna write a book, which is nice. For kids who start out 14 with one of their best friends being related to a gang, and then being in the gang and helping them stay away from the gang. It was really nice that at the end Caesar finally kind of gave Jamal, that thank you, because Jamal really, well, all of them truly, but Jamal, with the roll money, his mission to find the money to help Caesar out, that was basically the mission. So yeah, it was really sad about Oscar. Abuelita, you know, like her relationship with Jamal was just so sweet. You know, them having their little fun. She was very a carefree grandmother. You know, Henny really, really was like, her and Henny really had like an odd relationship, because she was just like, you know, when Henny was upset when they found out that, you know, Abuelita was basically the one helping them do all this different types of things, and she was like, oh, let's go. And she was ready for Henny. But yeah, this is the end of On My Block with the core four: Monse, Caesar, Jamal, and Ruby. Jasmine was a good little addition, but you know, the core four. But Monse was truly the glue of that group, though. She was truly the glue. Say what you want about Monse, but she was the glue of that group. And the fact that her and Caesar were still together even after she left, a year after she left, and they only broke up because Caesar wanted to be hard. He wanted to be gang leader, and you know, prove that he's all big, bad, and tough. And that's why they broke up, because he kind of put Monte's life, you know, at risk, which sucks. But now they all seem at a good place in their life. And I believe they all graduated. So yeah, that was On My Block. Anyway, if you like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, and concerns. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.